Welcome back to another episode of Flat Out. So I've been having some issues with Project Stitch here, and drivability wise I've been having a misfire issue and I haven't replaced the stock coils. So I've figured that it's time to replace the coils and upgrade them to the new BHR setup, which is just a plug and play, simple, easy way to go. And I've talked to Charles quite a few times over the past couple years. He knows his stuff, and I see all these people asking, like, buying all these cheaper setups, which, I mean, they work, but with Charles and stuff like that, he actually put the time and thought process into building these coils to the way he wants them and the way that work. So, I mean, you're really paying for the knowledge and, the R&D to build these coils the proper way. That's the reason why I went with him, is just his knowledge and his backup, and, it's just, he's really good with everything. If you have an issue with him, send him back. He gives you, fixes them or gives you a new set, and then, you're good to go. And I think these are warranted for 5 years. So, I mean, still good. And I had the first generations that he had out and on this motor in the old car. But right before the dyno, I was like, well, maybe I should have them refreshened up. So I hit up Charles, and he's like, sure, no problem. Let me refresh them up for you, and I'll send them back. So not only did he replace all the coils, he also replaced the little harness, the adapter harness and everything that goes with, which was really cool. And you really can't get that type of customer service, with a lot of these other companies. So, and by the way, that was a 7-year difference too when I hit him up for it, and he still stood by his product and still replaced them and helped out, which was awesome. And thank you very much, Charles, if you ever watch this. And so now I'm gonna take these out for the first time. I haven't looked at them, I haven't seen them in person, so this is gonna be the first look. All right, guys, so we're opening the box for the first time. Another good thing with Charles is that the shipping is actually pretty quick. So we got our stuff, some packaging, ordered some nice white spark plug wires, and these are what I'm interested in looking at. I haven't seen them in person yet, and these are the new BHR LS type coils that he integrated in. I'm gonna open the hood, take out the old ones, and start putting these in. All right, guys, so I have the coils unplugged, and I'm just gonna pop these spark plug wires off. Okay, so we got those. All right, so now we have the coils loose. Pop these off. All right, so I've been looking at these, and looks like there's a grounding strap right here on these, and one of my studs broke off, so I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this for right now. I'll figure something out. I might have to put just like a little bolt and nut right here and kind of bridge them, or make an extension for the ground. But yeah, so I'm gonna start putting them in right now and see what I can do for the grounding. All right, so I made my little bridge connector for the ground, so hopefully that'll work for right now until I can get a new bracket in. Just put them back in the way the old ones came out. Make sure you got your grounding strap in, make sure it's in place. Make sure you grab the right connector to plug it in. Some of you guys can label your connectors too, that'll help you out. For me, I just done it so many times, I just know which one's at, because the harness kind of sits in a certain position, and that's how the plugs sit. All right, so now we got our first one done, and now I'm just gonna do the rest of them, and I'll show you guys once I'm done. All right, so for the coils, you have one long, one short spark plug wire. That's trailing and leading, and Charles is nice enough to label them for you. I just noticed that. So you got, leading one, leading, trailing one, and you got your leading and trailing two. Just down here, take these off. So we got those old junk, and now I gotta reach down here for the other one, and this one's gonna be a little bit harder. Yeah, I'm just lazy. I don't like jacking up the car and doing all that stuff, so I just go underneath of it and pop them out. So this is gonna be trailing two. This is gonna be the last coil, because it's gonna be leading, trailing. So those click on nice. Now I'm gonna put the other one on for the trailing, or the leading two. So rotor 2, your second rotor. You drop this in there, make sure it clicks in nice. So now we have just leading and trailing for the front. Trailing is going to be the first one. So we drop the first one right here, that on there. That's just going to be trailing for the front rotor. This is going to be leading for the front rotor. Make sure the wires are clear of everything. Drop them down in their spots and just click them on. Okay, felt that one click on. And now we do the trailing one. Now, gotta make sure the second, or the trailing clicked on over here. Okay, it feels like it's on there. And then I'm gonna throw another zip tie around the second one just to make sure it doesn't move. Take this bracket off and then probably put a nutsert in and then we'll just bolt it if anything. But I wasn't expecting a ground strap on these. All right, now I'm gonna cut these off. Can't drop those down there. Well, let's hope that it starts. I'm not sure how it works with that grounding strap or not. So one thing I've been having issues with too is also the power steering, but I have a rack for it that I need to put in. Why? All right, and looks like it fixed all of our issues we were having and we're back to normal. All right guys, so that's pretty much how you do it. It's very simple, easy to bolt on, no extra wires or anything, except when you have a broken stud and you got to kind of make something to make it work. So far this is working, and you know, it's not going to be very, very long. I just need it done for today. I'm going to go test drive and see how it is, and it should be good. And we're gonna have some more updates coming to you for Project Misfit, and then also on Adam's 350Z we got some content coming on that, so you guys stay tuned. Thank you guys very much for watching, and stay safe out there.